What's up, you guys? This is KJ, and I am back. And today we're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 9. This is episode 4. All right, so we're going to go ahead and try to get this on out tonight, possibly, since this was pretty much like a filler episode to me. But let's just go ahead and see where we can start off. I guess we'll start off with Cynthia. Nothing was too much going on with Cynthia. Her and her daughter having a bonding moment playing tennis. She asked her daughter to be the face of her bag line called Cargo Bags. Her daughter's excited to do it. They have a photo shoot. Her daughter looks really pretty doing the photo shoot. Her baby's father, which is Leon the actor, he comes down to be supportive, whatnot, and she has a talk with him about Peter and how she just really want her and Peter to be friends. And he's just giving her, like she is with Leon, and he was just giving her advice, about her and Peter's relationship. It seems that they do have a good relationship, so that's always good to see. Good co-parenting skills. Noelle seems to have grown up to be quite a pretty smart girl, so it's just good to see that her mom and dad do have a good relationship, even if Peter is no longer around. Cynthia wants Peter to be, like her and Leon, and not necessarily be at odds, but sometimes you just can't have that with every ex. I sometimes think about that kind of stuff myself. Some exes I'm cool with, some I'm not, and I don't have to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? But because we don't have kids or anything together, we don't really have any ties. But at the same time, you don't really hate the person, so there's no reason why you can't be, cordial or talk or, you know what I'm saying, want the best for the person. So that's pretty much all when we come to Cynthia. If I think of something else that happened, I can talk about her later. But she wasn't really at any of the events with the other ladies because she had this going on with the photo shoot, Noelle, and her bag lines. So that's pretty much all it was when it comes to Cynthia. Sheree. So Sheree is basically her son is home. I think she said he's coming to start to go to Morehouse this year. Her daughter came home, or I think her daughter already lives with her now. She's still in the condo, 3-bedroom condo, she said. And, it's just getting tight. She ready for them to move. She said her son is eating her out of house and home, which I can understand. Growing teens, growing boys especially, they eat up everything. She is basically, just ready to move regarding going into the chateau. So she tell them that she's, the chateau will be almost, pretty much almost ready to move in. They happy for her, but at the, finally, it took you long enough. But at the end of the day, Cairo, the boy, is old enough to be moving out on his own, so he won't really be there. And the little girl, she is getting to the age where she's going to be moving out as well, but right now it's just going to be her and her mom. And the girl, I forgot her name, but she mentioned her dad being there, which is Bob. And, when you look at the kids, they actually do kind of look like both Bob and Sheree. I think the boy looks more like Bob. I think the girl looks more like Sheree. But she definitely has some Bob tendencies. So, she's asking Sheree about her dad being there. Sheree is just like, he has a lot more work to do than to be moving up in the chateau. So, not right now, but she is glad that they're working on, a better relationship. He just hasn't really apologized for anything or owned up to anything. So, she's not really here for him moving in and them being more than just cordial co-parents and friends. So she meet up with Bob later on in the episode, and her and Bob go out. She dressed to impress. Bob is dressed in a t-shirt. It's real kind of like friendly, sarcastic. It's cute. They got a cute little relationship going right now. In this episode, I actually noticed how she could possibly have been attracted to Bob. Like before, Bob was like super ugly to me. on this episode, I guess because he was like really like sloppy and fat looking and didn't have no haircut, he just was looking bad in the previous seasons. Now, this particular scene when her and Bob were having dinner at some little vegan place, she looked cute. Sheree always looked cute. Sheree is one of my favorite housewives, for the record, guys. I'm not sure if I said that because at first I was like, I'm team nobody, but I'm really not team anybody right now. But Sheree is one of my favorites. Anyway, in this particular scene, Bob actually looks like he was worth a look. You know what I'm saying? Like he got these really dark chocolate skin and really looks like it's really smooth and clear. Dark hair. Oh my God, these dimples. That would have got me. So I get it. You know, I get how she could have been attracted to Bob from the get-go. At first I didn't get it, but now I do. So her and Bob sitting down or whatever, and Bob finally says, you know, he want to take ownership for what he's done. He apologizes for the infidelity that happened, how he was treating her, how mean he was, all this stuff. So she accepted his apology, and you know, she appreciated that moment. See if they were about to move forward. Meanwhile, he trying to flirt and you know do what men do. Who else? Let's talk about Kenya for a minute, because Kenya and didn't have much going on this episode, but she had to sit down with Phaedra. We're gonna talk about Kenya and Phaedra together. She had to sit down with Phaedra. Phaedra is basically just trying to sit down with Kenya to see if she can basically, you know, keep the peace between them two. Number one. Number two, she's having an event in Michigan regarding the Flint water crisis, and she wants Kenya to be a part of it. Kenya just agrees to sit down with Phaedra. Kenya is constantly throwing shade at every corner. Phaedra is too, but I think Kenya just, I don't know, Kenya's becoming typical to me. But, you know, I pretty much know what she gonna say, how she gonna do it, how she gonna act, you know. She becoming typical. But anyway, they sit down, they having a nice little snack at a restaurant. Phaedra propositioned her regarding the water crisis in Flint, and that since she is from Michigan, she would love her help. Kenya says she would do what she can for the city of Michigan because she is from Michigan. They agreed to that. Then they start talking about just throwing shade back and forth regarding, you know, her calling people bitches, Sheree, her situation with Sheree, you know, and how she likes to, you know, she was concerned about Portia not acting right. But see, okay, so this is where King becomes a hypocrite, because in the next episode, the scenes for the next episode, she's talking about Matt has started to act out and act crazy again and punching walls and this, that, and the third. But you worried about Portia? Girl, Matt is 20 times bigger than Portia, and he a man. There's no way I would be worried about what some Portia gonna be doing when I got this crazy man laying up in my bed acting like the Hulk sometimes. Ain't no way. She's a hypocrite to me when it comes to that. Kenya is starting, she really starting to get on my nerves with this whole Portia and her anger management. She was like, Portia was supposed to talk about her anger management at the mystery room, and she never even mentioned all of that. Then she threw shade at Portia regarding it was only their team, because Freya was like, you know, we won. She was like, well, we only really had two people on our team, meaning Portia didn't contribute anything because she was dumb. Like, I'm just over Kenya and all this old shade. Like, bro, talk about something new. You know what I'm saying? And right now you have nothing. So, shut up. That was really it. The meat and potatoes of this episode to me was Candy. Candy and her mom really kind of made the episode be something worth watching. First, Candy went over to her mom's house and was visiting her mom regarding, you know, her babysitting Ace. And Mr. Mama Joyce don't want to babysit like a normal grandma. You know, she want to be paid and all this and that, which I wouldn't be paying my mama to keep my child. Nope. Because if you can't do it out of kindness of your heart, I'm going to pay somebody who does this the actual job. You going on about your business. But anyway. And they got him in this little cute little electronic technology type rocker thing. I don't even know, but I ain't never seen it. It was cute. Anyway, she go over there and talk to her mom about that and the whole the whole block situation, which is Candace's baby daddy, and how he sent his girlfriend, or his girlfriend came over to try to get him to have a relationship with Riley. And Mama Joy is really just talking about how, you know, he a deadbeat. He owe almost $50,000 in back child support. Candy, on the other hand, don't even feel like it's about the money because y'all know Candy got money. She ain't got time to be pushing the money issue. She just want him to have a relationship with her child, his child, like he should, you know. And she's basically leaving it up to Riley because Riley's at an age where she can decide for herself. Which, like I said in the last recap, you know, that's what it is. If, you know, she old enough to decide for herself, so I don't really have to get in it. At this point, she can see who doing what and why and what, you know, what not. And she can already determine that her daddy ain't doing nothing. So she gonna keep it out of. She not gonna heat Riley from him, but she also not going to badmouth him either, which is good. You know, Candy seems to be a good representation of, you know, a baby mama, so to speak, quote unquote. But you know, anyway, then we go on to another scene with Candy and her mom at the very end of the episode where he decided he want to call her phone, and you know he's like, I want to get together, you know, talk about Riley and talk, you know, I want to see you too, because Candy was like, you know, you can call her. He's like, well, I want to talk to you too. So she's shocked, like, what you want to talk to me about? He was like, you know, he said something. So here go Mama Joyce gonna jump in the conversation, tell me something. Hey, Block, well, what you mean? He said something about co-parenting. So she was like, well, hey, Block, this Miss Joyce, what you mean co-parenting? Like, what you talking about? You talking about that money, that back money you owe? So, of course, Candy kind of shut that down, like, nah, Mama, don't do that. Don't worry about what she's saying. What you talking about, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, you know, I ain't talking about that. You know, I'm just trying to get back on track with the co-parenting. She was like, you know, you kidding me, acting like, you know, you was ever on track to begin with, you know. And B, you know, you kidding me, acting like you was ever on track. You were never really on track, you know. And as far as co-parenting, you know, you could call her. You know, you do realize how old she is, right? Like, you can call her. You don't have to call me, you know. And he was like, I do call. Y'all don't answer the phone. Y'all don't answer the phone for me. What is you? First of all, you talking about y'all. A, Ken ain't never got to answer the phone for you. B, Riley old enough. If she want to answer the phone for you, she will. If she don't, she don't. And she said that, you know, he'll text her and she don't respond back because she don't have time for his shenanigans. She already hurt by him, so it is what it is. And they got into this argument over the phone. Mama Joyce like, you need to be talking about the money and just whatever on him. He can be deuced out. And Candace just got upset again because he was like, you know, I'm not going to be chasing nobody. She was like, what you mean you're going to chase me or Riley? She was like, you know, she kind of just went off on him, hung up the phone. Then she was telling her mama, you know, like, he should be chasing her around. You know, that's his daughter. Like, come on. Like, he is definitely coming off as a deadbeat on this show. Anyway, Candy got upset about it, but, you know, she eventually got herself together and they went on about their business. And right now, I'm definitely Team Candy. Block is a deadbeat father. What else happened? Oh, it was a scene where Phaedra was trying to get all the ladies together to do this little Flint, Michigan charity, and everybody bring their, you know, businesses together to support the charity. And Kenya and Sheree had this back and forth argument about who was throwing shade at who house is better, who did this, who did that. It was really a bunch of pettiness, like Phaedra said. They need to get past that petty stuff. That's all. Let's move on to something new drama, new discussions. Otherwise, we just gonna get burnt out on this season again because they still talking about recycling old arguments, and mainly it's Kenya. You know, just let that old stuff go. Start talking about something new, like that boyfriend of yours who ain't got good sense, ain't got no money, and you ain't got no business with him. Let's talk about that. Anyway, I'm trying to think, y'all. I think that was pretty much all of the episode. I want to try to get this one out early because I know these last two are late. And, yeah. So I'll see you guys for the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.